I'm going to be giving up eating refined sugar. I will tell my friends, do not give me any sweets. Each time you say no to your sugar monster, it gets a little bit quieter and I'm feeling 100% better, thank goodness. Today has been brutal. My sugar monster was saying, oh, but you normally have a chocolate now. For tomorrow, because I need to be a bit prepared, a bit busy tomorrow. Hi everyone, welcome to this week's weekly vlog. It's a bit of a different vlog this week. I thought I would, as you've probably seen by the title, I thought I would document this week because I'm going to be giving up eating refined sugar. It's Monday morning. I've just listened to the video and read all the blurb, and I knew about this on Friday, but I'm following the Wild Fit programme. We have what's called the buffer zone over the weekend. I have continued to eat sugar, and so today's the day, and I'm quite excited. I'm a little bit nervous because I think my sugar monster voice in my head is going to be quite loud, but we've been kind of prepped with ways to deal with it. I think the main thing that they're trying to get across to us is that there is literally sugar in everything and we really do need to start reading the ingredients. And I think by giving it up for a while, you can then step back a bit and make a choice in the future. Do I really want that, or is it my sugar addiction making me want it? So yeah, I've got some ideas of things to help me along the way. I'm still eating natural sugar, so fruit is still going to be my breakfast and my green smoothie, although that is mainly vegetables. The only fruit in that is apple. So I thought I would document it and let you know how I get on and if I have any side effects or anything. We've got a friend here this week, so I've said before, you know, there's never a good time to do these things, is there? But I'm really going to give it a go and see how I get on. What I have found interesting so far, and I know we kind of all go, oh yeah, there's sugar in everything. There literally is sugar in everything. And we went round Lidl the other day and I was reading all the ingredients lists, and yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, but I was quite shocked actually. So I'll try and film a bit of what I'm eating and chats about how I'm getting on. So this is my breakfast. I've got a pear, blueberries, an orange, a banana, and my vegetable thing. We're supposed to eat even more fruit than this, but I don't know, this amount kind of suits me, and then we're not allowed fruit after we've had our morning fruit. So I'm going to eat this, then we're going to go meet our friend and go for a walk. This is my lunch. I've got homemade chickpea flatbread with homemade hummus, because the stuff you buy in the shop's got sugar in, and I've got tomato, lettuce and carrot, and then homemade pickled onions, which are literally just onion and vinegar. So it's now about 3 o'clock. I just thought I'd check in. I've been really busy today, which is a good thing, and we did a supermarket shop, which I hardly bought anything because I did vegetables the other day and obviously not allowed to get anything with sugar. I'm feeling okay. Sometimes after lunch I would have an ice lolly, and when I think about the lunch that I had today is not much different to what I would normally have, but I would sometimes have shop bought bread, which has sugar in it. I would have most of the time shop bought hummus, although I do try to make my own. I like my homemade one, but the shop bought one has sugar in it. The pickled onions that I usually have, there's sugar in with the vinegar, hence why I made my own. And sometimes I would have something like a bit of sweet chilli sauce or a mayonnaise or something else on it. So although it was very nice, I could tell the difference. I could tell there was no, I don't know, it was different. It was tasty, but there wasn't that little sugary fix, as it were. Because I've been busy, my sugar monster is not being a problem, and I'm in the middle of cleaning the bathroom, and then I need to go and get ready for my Spanish lesson. So I think I'm going to do okay today. Usually during my lesson, I eat sweets. So I've removed all the sweets from my pencil case and from my bag, and my sugar monster is starting to say to me, oh, but what are you going to have instead? And I'm like, I don't need anything. I don't need to eat throughout my Spanish class. And I will tell my friends, do not give me any sweets. I've already made dinner, so I'll show you that when we get back. And instead of, and this is when I will struggle, will be this evening when I normally have my little dark chocolate. But instead of that, I'm going to have a small bowl of mixed nuts, and I bought some nice like hazelnuts and walnuts and things. So just a small bowl of those. Energy wise, I'm feeling okay. I'm starting, I think, to get that little afternoon slump, which normally I would have had my sugary ice lolly and things. But the advice that we were given, why did that flash then? That was weird. The advice that we were given is to just try and work through it. And each time you say no to your sugar monster, it gets a little bit quieter. And in the video I was watching this morning, the guy said to just, again, listen to your narrative, listen to what's going on. My sugar monster's saying, oh, what are you going to do in school instead of eating sweets? And you know, it's saying maybe just one won't hurt you. And I have to say, no, thank you, not this time. And each time I do that, it will become a little less powerful. And that's kind of the crux of it. I'm drinking lots of water because, again, that was some advice to try and stop the headaches, which I might get. I'm going to the osteopath tomorrow, which can sometimes make me feel like I'm going through a detox anyway. So again, I need to be a little bit kind to myself tomorrow. But we had a lovely walk this morning with our friend. We've been shopping, like I said, I've cleaned the bathroom, and yeah, it's been all right. I know it's only 3 o'clock on the first day, but even so, I need to celebrate every little win, as it were. But I'll check in with you later, and I will show you the dinner, and I'll check in with you this evening when I have my little bowl of nuts, because like I say, I think that's going to be the crunch time. Is the you know what, you guys know what it's like, the evening nibbles. Although I've stopped a lot of my evening nibbles thanks to crochet, because I'm so busy doing my crocheting, I don't want to eat, which is amazing. The other quick thing is that I weighed myself this morning, and I was 13.5, so I think I've lost another pound, but it will be really interesting to see how the weight goes over the next few weeks, especially obviously with the giving up refined sugar. Anyway, I better go and get on. Back from Spanish class, and this is my dinner. I've got brown rice, I've got a sort of a bolognese with turkey mince, lots of veg, and spices and herbs and tomatoes that didn't have any added sugar, and then lots of lettuce, and then I've got a small amount of cheese on it. Hi guys, it's Tuesday, it's about 5:30, and I've just got out the shower. Today has been brutal. I have felt awful today. I woke up at 4, so yesterday was fine, and I was like, this is all right, don't get me wrong. My sugar monster was saying, oh, but you normally have a chocolate now, and I was like, no thanks, I'll have a few nuts. I was fine, did my crochet, went to bed. actually slept really well until about 4 o'clock, when I woke up with really, really bad period pain. And then about 5 o'clock, I spent the next probably 2.5 hours in the bathroom with an upset stomach. And which, to be fair, could have been caused by hormones. I used to get a very similar thing when I was a teenager when I got my period. So I think that's probably perimenopause. So I just went back to bed and got my hot pack, and Martin brought me some water, and I just went back to, well, sort of dozed. And then about 10 o'clock, when that had, I took some paracetamol. When that had all calmed down and the stomach ache had gone, the headache started, and I think that was definitely from the refined sugar withdrawal. So it's just been, it's been hard. I was texting my friend, because there's 3 of us doing this together. She was the same, and we kind of talked each other through it. And to be honest, I felt so ill that I didn't want to eat chocolate or anything like that, because I just felt awful. I just wanted to feel better. I am feeling a bit better now. I just went in the shower and did a really hot water on my head, and my body likes heat. If my back starts to hurt, I've got a microwavable hot pack that I use, and the heat seems to have helped my headache a bit. I've also drank about 10 gallons of water today, so that's good. I did manage to drink my green stuff, and again that kind of made me feel better. So I'm just going to have a really easy, quick dinner and then go to bed. And hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow, because we'd got a lovely day planned today, which I couldn't do, and I had to cancel my osteopath appointment, and I didn't go to school. So yeah, you know me guys, I don't like it when I can't function, but I feel like this is worth it. It's worth going through it for hopefully to feel amazing and not be ruled by, sugary snacks and things. So let's see. I'll catch up with you tomorrow, when hopefully we'll be out and about. It's Wednesday morning and I'm feeling 100% better, thank goodness. We'll see how today goes. I'm just preparing my packed lunch because we're off out with our friend. So I've got a big thing of salad. There's lots of carrots and tomatoes. There's some leftover homemade chips that have got oregano and paprika on them. I've got the homemade pickled onions for a bit of flavour, and some homemade hummus. I'm just prepping the dinner. I've got potatoes in the oven, butternut squash, onion, paprika, oregano, and I've made 4 more portions for my breakfast this time, as well as the celery, avocado, spinach, etc. I put in some frozen berries, so that's why it looks really disgusting, but it should taste quite nice. You can put whatever fruit you like in it as well as all the veg. I look a bit windswept. We had a fab day out, and I'm just cooking the dinner now. I've shown you a little bit, and I've done the breakfast prep, and then I was thinking to make some kind of stir fry thing tomorrow, but this soya sauce has sugar in it. It's like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th ingredient, and the first ingredient in Chinese 5-spice is sugar. So I'm going to have to think of an alternative. But for tomorrow, because I need to be a bit prepared, a bit busy tomorrow, I've got some veg ready. So I've got peas, celery, mushrooms, carrots, peppers, onions, and then I've tipped a load of spices on them, and I've got some turkey out of the freezer, and I'm going to bung all that in the slow cooker with some tomato stuff that I've got that hasn't got sugar in, and let that cook. So that will be for tomorrow, and I'll show you the dinner that we're having now in a minute. Here's my dinner today. I've got the roasted veg, roast potatoes, some cooked chicken and some peas, and Martin's got the same, but he's got gravy. I can't have gravy because gravy's got sugar in, or like gravy granules have got sugar in. So I've just put a bit of salt and vinegar over mine to give it a bit of flavour. Anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy. It's now Thursday and it's, well, my dinner time. This is the first time I've had a chance to vlog. We went to Rosario this morning, and then I've had my Spanish class, and we've been sitting chatting with our friends, so you know it's been lovely today, but I just haven't had a chance to vlog. I got these in Rosario in the big Hyperdino in like the health food bit, and they are lentil cracker thing. Well, they're not crackers, they're more like crisp breads. That's what I describe them as, but they've only got 3 ingredients. So it's lentil flour, rice flour and sea salt, and that's fine for me for this week because I am giving up eating refined sugar. So not all sugars, just refined sugars and like added sugars. So I'm having to be really careful reading the ingredients. I bought some other crackers from Mercadona which I didn't think had sugar in, but I checked the label the other day and they have molasses in them. So yeah, you've got to be really careful. So I was pleased with those because we're going out tomorrow for another picnic, so I shall take those with me. I'm going to dish up the dinner. I just wanted to do a really quick check-in. It's gone well again today, no refined sugar. We're having spaghetti and the slow cooker thing that I made, and I will show it you in a minute. And in the evenings I've been having my little bowl of mixed nuts, and I've been absolutely fine. And things that I've noticed is that my head feels a lot clearer, and I haven't felt the need to snack at all, which I don't know if that's because I've been busy or because it's just this week. I mean, obviously Tuesday I felt ill, so it's hard to tell really, but yeah, so far so good. So I'm going to go eat my dinner and then get my crochet out and watch a bit of Grey's Anatomy. And we're watching Unforgotten. We watched the last series that was on the TV, and then we found the whole box set thing on our system, so we watched series 1 a little while ago, and we're watching series 2 now, and I quite like that. So yeah, I'll show you what we're eating in a second. A big plateful for me because I am hungry. Wholemeal spaghetti, the things that I showed you yesterday that I cooked in the slow cooker with turkey and tomato and some nutritional yeast. We've headed to El Catillo today on the west coast of Fuerteventura. We wanted to do quite a big walk, and actually I've ended up doing 20,000 steps today, so I'm really happy about that. We walked at low tide on the big beach, and then at high tide we went to the lagoons, and I always like to film how the building work is progressing. They're onto their 3rd big apartment block now, and it looks like there's going to be a new rooftop bar as well in the old harbour. Not quite sure when that's opening. We are at the bottom of the hill. It's Friday night and we're going out.
Yay!
Martin's going to have some beer with Barry, and we're going to have some food. Booked a table at the Pickled Palm, which we haven't been to for ages, but I really like. So yeah, let's go.
Hurry up, I'm thirsty.
It is Saturday morning and we haven't even been for our early morning walk yet. It is quite early, which is why I look very puffy. I've just got up. I was rubbish at videoing our night out yesterday, as you know I normally am, but we had a great time. We went to the Dog and Duck, then we went to the Pickle Palm for some food, and I'm sure I did have some sugar because it's so difficult to not have any, but I chose some fish and I asked to not have the coleslaw and the tartar sauce with it because I was sure that that would have sugar in. But lesson learned, I forgot to say no salad dressing, so it came all beautifully presented with a big drizzle of balsamic glaze sort of all round the plate. So I tried not to eat that, but it was really nice. I really enjoyed myself. Barry and Martin had pie, and yeah, then we went to the British corner I just had water, but for another drink. I think we were home by about 9:30, 10:15, so it wasn't a particularly late one, but it was good. I'm actually gonna end the vlog because I have got so much to do today. My mum's coming on Monday, yay, and I want to get things ready today because tomorrow we're actually going to go to Coraleco. So I'll probably upload the vlog today, and then I'll start the next one tomorrow in Coraleco. But as far as the giving up the sugar goes, I'm actually quite enjoying it, and I never thought I'd say that. My fuzzy head, which I think is a bit to do with perimenopause, but it's gone, and I feel quite energised. Yesterday I did 20,000 steps, and I haven't done that many steps for a long time, and nothing hurts today. So I think some of my little aches and pains are starting to not necessarily completely go. My hip hurt a bit in the night, but they're not as bad as it was. So I'm pleased. Yesterday I listened to what we have to do next week. And I'm now in the buffer zone, so I'll talk to you about that next week, and you can see what I'm going to have to give up next week. But yeah, I'm going to go for my walk and then drink my green juice and then go and do a food shop, not juice, smoothie. But before I go, I want to just do a really quick weigh-in. So at the beginning of the week I weighed 13.5, and I'm pleased to say I just got on the scales and I'm 13.3. So I've lost 2 pounds, which is great, but I feel good. I feel better. Apart from that one day that I did struggle, it's good. And yeah, if anyone had said to me, you've got to give up refined sugar, I don't know, no way. But I think with this thing, because we're doing it gradually, when you think in the first week, all we had to do was drink water and do our breathing exercises and eat normally, or how we would normally eat, but start to think about our internal dialogue around food. In the second week, we had to eat 3 pieces of fruit and drink the green smoothie in the morning, still drink the water, still do the breathing, still listen to our dialogue and eat normally. This week is when we had to stop eating the refined sugar, and I've never done any kind of diet or eating program where you do things gradually, and I would have said in the past, oh, that's not good, you need to do everything, blah blah blah, but actually this way for me makes me really stop and think, and it's working really well. So yeah, onwards and upwards or downwards or whatever they say. Anyway, I'm rambling on now. I need to go and do a walk and get on with my day, and I will see you all in next week's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.